Oh, sweet baby, have there been some crazy things going on over the past 24 hours? So let's start here. This whole situation has been quite the wild ride. A lot of people in the games industry, notably the writers and journalists that work at outlets such as Kotaku, have really been driving this GG2 thing because they desperately want to try to save their jobs. They know their jobs are on the line. And that's why outlets like Kotaku are in so much trouble. And we're going to talk about Kotaku. But I wanted to start with this because there's some new info on that Flintlock game that got added to the Brutus Sweet Baby list over on Steam. And I wanted to show you guys some of the stuff. So, yeah, that game is influenced by Sweet Baby, regardless if they stopped working with them or not. Flintlock is locked out of my wallet. I can tell you that right now. I'm not going to buy this thing. Report Sweet Baby Inc. ruined A44 Games' Flintlock, The Siege of Dawn, race-swapped main character, and made other significant DEI changes. So right there, you know the game is shit. I'm not interested in games run by Sweet Baby people. In fact, there's more than just Sweet Baby influence on this. There's another company that came in and ruined it too. This one right here. This guy who works with Inclusion FX. That's an advocacy company. So not only did they work with DEI, they apparently worked with this group as well. So this game is screwed. This game hasn't even come out yet. Now there's a big stigma attached to it. No one's going to buy this game. It is destined to fail. And you know what? They did it to themselves. This is what you get for working with groups like Sweet Baby. And now that the internet is on the case, every game that works with Sweet Baby, see, their little strategy now is to go undercover and work with these companies quietly and try to hide the fact that they've worked with these DEI groups. It's not going to fly anymore because somebody's going to find out about it and spread it all over the internet, and people are going to find out, and then gamers are going to find out, and then gamers are going to lock you out of any kind of profit. It's time to lock your wallets. That's the gist of it. I mean, for real. These games cost a lot of money now. Like, it's expensive as hell to make any kind of AAA game. Now, I don't know if Flintlock was AAA, but it looks nice. I mean, it doesn't look like it was cheap. So when you bring in this DEI bullshit, well, I mean, that's just the chance you take. You can try to hide it. People are going to find out. That's just the way it is. So game journalists, they don't like what's going on right now. And it would seem that Kotaku's owners don't like what's going on right now. Because, well, the editor-in-chief has stepped down. I think more likely been told, you're either going to step down and resign or I'm going to fire you. So she's gone. And it turns out there's only like 7 staff writers at Kotaku left. It kind of sounds like Kotaku is going to collapse. From what I've seen, they are no longer going to make, articles about butt plugs and how well they work with games like Animal Crossing. I'm not kidding. There is an article on Kotaku's website, unless they've taken it down, about the best way to use vibrating bum plugs with Animal Crossing. It's a real article that they've written and posted proudly on their website. And then, of course, their constant articles going after gamers and games. I think they're finally figuring out, well, a little too late in the game, figuring out that that's not what gamers were looking for. And even though their little attack on Cabrutas and that Steam curator generated some traffic, and we know that from the woman who wrote it. In fact, it was the most traffic that they've had in months. That's from the writer. But they still decided to move in a different direction, and people are pissed. All kinds of people from Kotaku or other game journalists are whining and bitching about this, and I find it funny. Like, here's the writer of that Kotaku article. The fact that leadership wanted to aggressively pivot what Kotaku does in the midst of a harassment campaign levied against me and the site for an original piece of reporting that was the second most read story for over a week is telling, mama. So Kotaku, I don't know. I think they're done. I think that they are going to shut down because apparently they have people, at least according to this article from Aftermath, their small number of people in their staff will be expected to create 50 guides a week. So Kotaku wants to shift from, being the butt plug of gaming to an actual game site now. When their reputation has been so tarnished, who the hell is going to trust them for reviews or game guides? And by the way, I saw something Stuttering Craig from Side Scrollers posted on his Twitter saying I could make 50 game guides a week too, and he was using Chat GPT to do it. That's what they're going to do now, is they're going to use Chat GPT, and they're going to post that shit like they're actual journalists now. Like, here it is right here. Turns out I'm excellent at creating guides for games too. And here's what he wrote. Create a written guide for me to get to the first set of stairs in Bomb Battlefield and Mario 64 for the N64. And here's this guide it made. Look at that shit. So that's what I guarantee you those Kotaku writers are going to do. But it's just funny. Like, look at this. If you go to their site, look at their prominent news stories right here. There's a lot about gaming. Kotaku's latest, talking about the Baldur's Gate series. Princess Peach Showtime sounds like a stylish, if simplistic, platformer. Fortnite lets you make your own Lego games. It's actual news sites. Or it's actual news. Well, I don't know if this will last. I think you're going to see this website probably shut down within the year. I don't think it's going to happen right away because they're going to try this stupid games guide thing. But like I said, the time to get in that has already passed. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think about all of this in the comments. Also, if you would, please like, subscribe, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed. Hit that notification bell. And I will see you on the next one. Peace. Make sure to check out my locals. There's a link in the description. It's a fun community that I'm trying to build over here. If you don't want to support me on YouTube, you can come over here. None of that money goes to YouTube. You also can just come over here for free. But if you are a supporter over here, I do plan on doing an extra live stream once a month and throwing links to the supporters so you can actually come on and have a supporter live stream with me. Also, it's a good place to catch all of my content. You don't have to worry about notifications like YouTube. They'll definitely work over here. So come check out my locals.